Yeah, serious decoding going on right now as we speak. Yeah, got NOAA 19 coming in. I'm doing well out there. And yeah, this is the situation. Sorry about the face being obscured a little bit. Got the camera out, doing a little bit of different positioning on the radio equipment. And this is a pretty decent image coming in right now. One of the better ones. Well, the pass is pretty much gone by. And that's the position of the satellite at the moment. So like I say, it's NOAA 19. And it's operating on a different frequency with an exceptionally good signal. It's on 137.100. That's the central frequency. Right now we've dropped past that as it's controlled by Doppler. The position of the satellite alters frequency, known as the Doppler shift. So it's dropping down. Still got a good signal coming in, as you can see. And the antenna is beaming towards the satellite as we speak. So this one is looking good. Nice and clear. And the local time is 5 to 8 in the evening, so it's just drawing into the dusk. The sun's gone down, but obviously we're getting a very clear image popping up on the screen. Just position it around there for you. So still a nice signal coming in on the radio. And yeah, we're coming to the end of the transmission. We've got a little bit of the footprint left. Right now we've got 15 degrees elevation. And the azimuth position is 326, heading northwest over the pole. So we've had 3 in a row actually, 3 satellites passing by one after another, and this was definitely the better one, the signal strength and the clarity of the image. So looking really good. I'm pretty pleased with the reception on this one, and that's before we've cleaned it up or done anything with it. So that's just the raw image that's coming right now, as you can see on the screen. And then to the left there's 2 channels, channel A and channel B. One's picking it up infrared, one's picking up the real photographic image. So when it gets very dark, the other side is more handy, the infrared side, as I found out recently. But yeah, right now we're getting a great image. At the top of the image you can clearly see, is it Greenland? Looking pretty clear to me. Or is it Iceland? Either way, there's a good clear image popping up there, and the cloud pattern formation's looking good as it's coming down towards the United Kingdom, where I'm based. So this image will get processed, and we should have the borders of the country automatically put in for us. So we'll take a look at that coming up next. So we've totally received that image now, and we've got a really nice clean image. The satellite's moving out of range now, as you can see, and the image that we did get, I'll have a look at that one. It's looking quite good. So that's the result, which is now getting processed. So right now we've got the first of 3 images that I received on the trot. This one I didn't actually have the antenna tracking it, so it's not a particularly good image, but you can see it's a different route. So it's just cleaning this one up, and then gone to the next one. I think I did NOAA 15, 18, and then 19 in that order. So the last one will be the best one, NOAA 19. So there you go. That's what it looks like. The image that I got from the first one, so like I said, it's not as good. It's just cleaning up now, still on 84%. It will look a little bit better, but I didn't have the rotator switched on actually on that one. It was just the settings were left on. So the next two should be pretty good when we get to them in a few minutes, or should I say a few seconds. So as that continues to add the different enhancements and mess around with it, I think you saw it change colour there. It's quite impressive alone just seeing how far away the weather satellite got received over the east of Europe there. So that's the Black Sea. So I'm getting a decent signal right across the globe. If I'd had the antenna on it properly, it would have been a lot better. But right now, looking at the next pass from NOAA 18, you can see that's the pattern it's taking. So it's at the minute it's over the centre of Africa, and it's going to head over kind of the central of Europe, really. So past to the east of the UK and over Norway. So that's where it's going next. So it's still got a couple more passes tonight that I'm going to be able to receive on NOAA 18. So that's quite good. I'll just show you a couple of the other passes which we've got. So NOAA 15. Let's have a look at 15, which is on my keyboard as R. So NOAA 15 again. I might get another weak reception off of NOAA 15, which will help me build up the series of images side by side, which I showed you on my last video. And then this one is NOAA 18, which we just looked at, obviously. And then the next one, NOAA 19, is T. So that one's going to be that's the best one out of the three for the signals, but that one's going to be quite far out into the Atlantic, and probably it's got a 6-degree elevation, so it won't be much of a reception on that one. So there's best bets to wait 40 minutes time. If you look at the software on the box, when I bring that up, it shows in the bottom corner 41 minutes, and that's the next pass that's going to come up. So we've got that one ready to roll, which will be a pretty decent one from NOAA 18. So I'll get that set back up on my tracking gear, ready for that. This is still cleaning up. Takes ages, and I've got 2 more images to get cleaned up before I can see what they end up like, and I'll show you the end result. But right now it's fine, because it's time to go for a quick cup of coffee, and we'll see how it processes by the time I've made a brew. So that one's put the timestamp on it. Like I say, not particularly good. I didn't even have the antenna array switched on. That was just doing it with the antenna facing the wrong direction, but it's picked up some part of it and also stamped it up from 1813 UTC. So the first of the 3 images, obviously we didn't expect it to be any good, but the next 2 should be quite decent. So have a look at these. So we've got the colour going in on this one, still hard at it. What long before we move on to the better ones. But this is obviously, you know, each added element improves the quality of the received image. All that of the infrared stuff on this one. So yeah, I've got the radio ready for the next pass, which is going to come over in 36 minutes time. So I just leave it parked up on this frequency, and it'll be ready to roll. So that particular one's been completed, and now we've moved on to the next one which I received, which is I think this is NOAA 15. I think this one. So decoding this one now. This one's were a lot better. Obviously, I had the antenna on this one fully. So again, it's a case of waiting, and we'll see what this one turns out like. And then what I'll do is I'll show you the completed better one at the end, obviously, and I'll run through all 3 of them, and we'll see what they look like when they've completed properly. It's quite a tedious task, but it's well worth it, so stick around. And when I say tedious, I mean tedious by having to wait around. That's about it. You don't really actually physically do much. You just sit about and drink coffee. So again, you can see it's brought up the image slightly different now, started to clean it up, change the reception of the image, add a bit of colour there. So it's all happening on this NOAA 15 one. That was quite a good field of coverage as it left Africa, headed over Spain, France, right over us. That was a good pass, that one. So this one should turn out quite good. So already it's starting to clean up and sharpen and look quite good as it's adding all the extra effects and the contrast gets adjusted. And like I said on the last video that I made, like I said on that one, you get a plot of all the passes connected. So from NOAA 15, for example, if you receive 2 or 3 passes in a row, they'll be all joined up and you get one big image at the end of it. And likewise with NOAA 18 and NOAA 19. So it's pretty cool. But it does take quite a bit of time, so I've been pausing in between each image being created, and as you can see on the satellite screen right now, the next approach is coming up, and that will be happening around about 21 minutes. So I'm going to get another opportunity to receive another image from NOAA 18, and that's probably going to happen before all these images have been completed, I would have thought. So it may pause it. It does. The program does pause itself when receiving images from doing the processing. So pretty much I'm still waiting for this to complete the processing, and in 3 minutes time the next pass from the next sat is going to occur, and I'll be starting the tracking again. So that one's completed now, and now it's moving on to the next one, which is NOAA 19, which happened at 6:45 in the evening local time. Oh, 7:45 local time, sorry, 7:45 UTC, 1945. Right now the satellite antenna's flashing, and it's getting into position again now for our next pass, lining itself up as we still continue to build the map for the decode which we've got on the screen a minute ago. We're just getting the antenna to move around and get itself in position for this next pass, which is going up on the screen right about now. And as you can see, there it is. So again, quite a way over to the east, still not coming directly overhead. This one's NOAA 18, and it's going to be passing over Eastern Europe and over Norway. So we'll get a reasonable reception of this one as I continue to wait for the program to finish doing what it's doing at the same time. It'll probably pause the processing and start recording. That's what it usually does, and then go back to it once it's finished. It's all clever stuff. So I've actually cleaned that one up quite nicely. Got a great black and white image there. It'll overlay a map in a few moments, but I think we'll probably just have to wait till this satellite passes overhead. It's going to start recording any time now. The countdown has got a 0, and the bird is just coming into range. You can see the footprint just below myself on the screen of the satellite that's coming up, and yeah, we'll get another recording coming in right now. So that's the NOAA 19 pass that I've got so far. It's going to continue building the image, adding the colour, but as you can hear, the satellite is just coming up in signal, so it looks like it's recording it and building the image at the same time, which I'm not too sure if it'll do that, but it seems to be coping with it quite well. So that's just, it's definitely recording and cleaning up at the same time. As you can see, the image is looking pretty good on that one. That's a very clear image. That was the last one that I received from NOAA 19. So yeah, looking good. Even my daughter Elsie in the background playing on the computer is impressed with this one. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Obviously it's going to add a bit of colour to it. Tells you the time we got it. That's at 18:46 UTC on 137.10. And you can see quite a lot of good clear detail on that one. And we're receiving another one now, so we'll see what goes on this. So thanks for keeping up. I know it's a bit of a long video this, but it's in quite good detail. So again, it's always interesting to me to see just how far the signal comes in when you actually see how whereabouts the satellite is using 137 megahertz. Obviously, it's a good distance away, and quite impressive reception as we get a fairly nice strong signal coming in from this particular satellite. Well, they're all quite good. I don't presume to put too much output power out, but certainly doing a great job when you get images popping up like that on the screen. So yeah, so this particular satellite that's coming over now, it's 30 degrees above the ground, 32 degrees elevation, and 1400 miles away, just over 1400 miles. So that's a decent signal coming in on 137 megahertz. And as you may have noticed, I've got the other radio on as well. I'm listening to a bit of HF radio, a bit of DX at the same time, so it's all good fun here in the shack of M0YKS. So we've got a colour going in on this one at the same time as we're receiving the image from the one that's coming over now. So it's all pretty cool stuff, and that's going to clean up some more. We've already seen the clarity in the black and white shot of it, so it's going to look pretty good when it's finished. And as NOAA 18 comes out of range, We'll have another pass coming on from NOAA 15. That's going to take place in 8 minutes. And then after that, we're back to NOAA 19 in 30 minutes time. So that's why you get the build-up of the different images from the different passes and the different directions, and it's all pretty cool right at the end of the day when you merge them all together and build up one big picture. So it's just about losing it. We've still got a really weak signal coming in right on the edge of the footprint, which is quite impressive. We're down to 8 degrees elevation. You can see it on the screen there, just about out of range, but we're still receiving it, so that's not too bad. And that's the kind of noise you expect to hear as it's just about to disappear. So whilst we've been listening to that and recording, that's what we've ended up with on that particular one. So like I said, I knew it'd clean up nice, looking really good. So yeah, the result on that's excellent. I really like the look of that. So I've got the stamp on the top. You can see the reception's way over the north, and the cloud pattern's clearly visible as we scroll down this image. And yeah, happy with that one. So what I've done on that since we last did a video is I've removed the borders of the different countries. I didn't really need that information, but yeah, looking good. So hopefully you've got a lot out of this particular one. So I'm going to end the video at that because obviously the next image is going to look cool as it comes over. I suppose I could show you one or two which we've got. These are some of the composites that are popping up already. I don't really. I'll show you all on the next video anyway. So it just about rounds it up from me, and live in the shack tracking weather satellites with M0YKS. I'll probably not do another one for a while because I don't want to kill you off with it all, but just thought I'd come back and show you a little bit more detail of what's possible, and it's all good fun. So catch you on the satellite bands or the HF bands or wherever. Until then, keep watching the videos, and thanks for all the subscriptions, the likes and the follows. We'll catch you again real soon.